John Shelby for Singleton with you. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being going down 3-0 more or less just in this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us, or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
O sea, Puerto, bótalo, se escupió. Escupió. Escupió una mano, mira, una mano escupió.
And today's starting pitcher, Christian Javier.
Just a three-pitch mix in his arsenal. You know, it's not a lot for starters, so always very important for him to have a good feel and command all three. Sometimes you can make that three look like four if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But you know, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those three pitches in all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And now it's 1-2. That one almost got him.
There's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. And that's a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Line into left center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Baez back in safely. Baez, the base runner at first with one out. Now a chance for Navarro. This one popped up. Marte should have it. He's got it. 2-away. Take a look at the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Baez back in safely. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 3 of the World Series. Now Navarro. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. Baez runs. Hard hit, right side. Marte throws the first in time. And that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and starting this one, Sammy Navarro.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult for his opponents.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The pitch. That one not close. And it's 2-1. And another ball. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Full count now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Hauls it in for the out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bounce it off, still 1-2. And that's in the dirt. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Carlos Correa. This guy is an elite-level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
2-2 down. And another ball. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. On the ground. In plenty of time to first. That takes care of Correa.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Here's Eddie Rosario. One down, base is empty. One unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Wasn't really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball, and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Two outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Jose Miranda. And there's a ball. Two down, nobody on. On its way to the corner. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And the righty deals. It's a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. number 2. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
This guy in the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
2-2. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They try to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Devers now. That one clips the outside corner, and the count is 1-2. Swinging, and there is another strikeout.
Yeah, there's no doubt, bro. Electric stuff from the jump. There's just no messing around right now. Still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. The one thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the inning goes on.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Gainer Diaz. That one in triple digits. It's outside. Now 2-2.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. To third. What a stop. Over first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that right there is all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
New inning getting started, and now the veteran catcher, Victor Caratini. And a pitch. A little off front there as he swings through. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, out towards right center. Rodriguez sizes this one up. One down. So up next, Emmanuel Rivera. One down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. And that drops foul. And the right-hander deals. And that one missing low.
2-2.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
Just a blue back behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. Runner on the move, and that one is lifted in the air. Rodriguez heads towards him. He's got it. Man, is he fast.
That's so fun to watch.
Javi Baez digs in right side. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, Just a joy to watch.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 3. And another ball hits for average power, the ability to feel the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. Navarro would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So one hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a big power throw. Julio Rodriguez kicks and fires. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Now one hit to right. Rosario moving under this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting it, the third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. This guy's kind of a unicorn in today's game of baseball. It seems like we're seeing fewer and fewer switch hitters, and he is elite regardless of the side of the plate he's hitting from. Comebacker to the mound. The throw to first, and Ramirez is set down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Here's Ketel Marte. Here's a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to. Bounced out to short. Lindor on the first. They get the out on Marte. That is the inning. On to the 4th, still scoreless. World Series Game 3. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Navarro. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A solo shot. That's his 3rd home run of the series, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Navarro. That one down the line. Ramirez sends it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Righty to the plate. Got him lifting. And this 2 away.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Eddie Rosario. 2 outs. Good eye in that spot. And that's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 down, nobody on. And delivers outside. Jose Miranda up next. Left-hand hitter waits. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Javier throws over. Rosario dives back in. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. And we're back. John Chappie and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Ellie De La Cruz. And the pitch. And that is in for a strike. And it's 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Next offering upstairs.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Punch out there, and there's one down.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and throw it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Jason Dominguez digs in now. The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one got a piece of him. He had a 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking. And now it's Juan Soto.
Look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Left-hand batter waits. Got a good eye there. Dominguez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner on the go. That's smashed towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And the inning is over. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Brian Abreu.
Now, just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Vic Caratini at the plate. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swing. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
Here's the left fielder, Emmanuel Rivera. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen. Gregory Soto up and loosening in the pen. Duran getting loose as well. Kicks and deals. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Righty delivers. That misses the zone. 2-1. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. And Siggy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
The batter now, Javier Baez. And he deals. Strike 2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. And another ball. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
And here it comes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Grabs it on the run. That's on number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 outs, base is empty. Navarro, the next to hit. On a strike, the pitch. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Navarro. Over to first, and he's saved. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. 1-2. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-2. Up the middle. Jump throw. Those 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The line and the pitch. So now 1-2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And another ball. That one misses in the dirt. To finish him off.
Now catcher.
So digging in, Yainer Diaz. And there's the strike. The pitch. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He sends it out of here. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Looks like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That one misses, and that's ball 2. Right through there for a strike. And it skips in the dirt.
Okay.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone.
Well, he got him swinging with the knuckleball there, and I feel this guy's pain. I just have nightmares about the times that I had to face Tim Wakefield. Not good numbers, and if my career was based off of that, I would have been in AAA.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. The line to kick the pitch. There's the strike at the knees. The 1-2. That one missed. Bounced up the middle. Lindor on to first. And Ramirez is sent down. That's the inning, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now Correa up to hit. At the belt and fires. Popper to right field, way back, gone. And they add to their lead. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the power, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Soto gets the call for a pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now at the plate, Eddie Rosario. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball. The pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Rosario runs in the air to left down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Chase that time. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yimi Garcia getting ready to go.
Just enough of it to get the call. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
That's down and in. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 6-1. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Base is empty, one away. Now the left fielder, Emmanuel Rivera. One down, base is empty. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. In the air, right field. Soto really on his horse there. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 down. So the lineup flips over. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Two outs. Fall off foul. And a pitch. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And the righty deals. And down on strikes. And 1 gone. Back to the top of the lineup. The batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The wind of the pitch. That misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
3-2 now. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. The pitch. And there's a ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Yohan Duran.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now it's Javier Baez.
The second baseman, Javier Baez.
And that one hammered. Dominguez ranging back. Didn't quite have enough.
Yeah, it's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
So up next, Navarro. And now 2 balls and a strike. Duran is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Late on that fastball.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom, at the top, on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
The next offering misses. 3-2 now. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Rodriguez settles under it. Drops into the glove. Out number 2.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good. And you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
2 down, nobody on.
2-1.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1. And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first down. Here's Juan Soto. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. Breaking ball inside. And it's 2-1.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And the right-hander deals.
Okay.
You see on the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
One down, base is empty. Struck him out swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right there.
Here's Rafael Devers. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. Correa. On to first. And Devers is set down. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Pitching change here, Yimi Garcia.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And here comes Carlos Correa. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a swing and a drive. Dominguez going back on this one. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
Man, he hammered that one to center. I thought it was out of here, but Wynn just absolutely killed it.
Eddie Rosario will hit next. Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 gone now.
Now the designated hitter, Jose Miranda.
So now here's the DH, Jose Miranda. Two outs. And another ball. Got it. Bottom of the 8th. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
The catcher,
And the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1.
Well, these players, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient.
This one high and deep. Way back there. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 6-2.
He could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sammy Navarro departs. Only 2 hits allowed for him, so a great effort. And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new arm. On the mound now, Joe Jimenez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, and the count is 2-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. And he can't hang on. He decides to eat it, and they don't get the out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Now let's see if they can string something together and make it a little more interesting.
So, man aboard, digging in, Jose Ramirez. The 2-1 is high. Kicks and deals. And a ground ball to first. And he grabs it in foul ground. Nobody out. Runner at first. Inside ball 4.
Well, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk. And things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations. So he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores. It's 6-3.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Back to the top of the order. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Tying run at the plate. Gets through. Runner from third. Able to score. Only down 2 now. It's 6-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Alex Claudio gets the ball now.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jason Dominguez. So the tying run at second. Right through there for a strike.
He's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And that just misses.
The real threats are coming off. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
With the go-ahead run at the plate near the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Tough spot right here, a couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Down. Juan Soto now. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. And it's even up.
In the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And now the lefty on the ground is short. Lindor. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. The problem
promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Making a move at first, coming in as the pinch runner, Fernando Tatis Jr. And here is Devers. Rip to third. Correa over to first. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 9th inning coming up. The Tropics have the advantage. 6-5. Now into the ball game on defense. Fernando Tatis Jr. He takes over in right. So they turn things over to the righty, Angel De Los Santos.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Struck out towards right center. That one's got a chance. And brings it in at the wall.
That was a no-doubter. But the win was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's the left fielder, Emmanuel Rivera. Righty delivers. And another ball. Activity in the bullpen. Emmanuel Clase appears to be getting loose. On the ground. A sliding stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
You saw a few skills on display there for the out. The technique was great. The reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Berg, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And that one ripped to left. Dominguez makes the catch, and that is that. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Tropics with the lead, 6-5. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Edwin Diaz.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
Listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That one in triple digits. Righty to the plate. Got him swinging.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
He's 2 outs away. Julio Rodriguez digs in now. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe trying to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now Jose Ramirez. And a count 1-2. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the whole team trying to pull it out. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Diaz is just one strike away. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Good pitch coming right here. The last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't prove one either.
Swinging deep down. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He powers that one out of here. It's 6-6. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. In a 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in your umpire's hands. Got to be ready to pull the trigger. Get a great swing on that. You got rewarded for it.
Tied at 6. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. Trying to send this extra innings.
2-1.
That one in the dirt. 2-1. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
You know, he'll act like he really wanted to hit, but he's as happy as anyone when he got hit by that pitch just to turn this lineup over back to the top.
Swing a high fly ball, deep left field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. We're all even now at 6 apiece. You're watching the World Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to extra innings. Now it's the second baseman, Javier Baez.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And a swing and miss.
Well, this guy, the plane, you blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Tied at 6. Navarro, the next to hit. Pitch misses. 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Base is empty, one away here in extra innings. The 2-2. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed and keep him more pace.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Navarro. And he deals. Down 95 to finish him off. Back here in extra extras and a new pitcher on the mound at the bottom half of the inning, Jose De Leon. Jason Dominguez getting ready to hit. And now 2-2.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's the inside edge. Without 3-0. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team effort right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Oh, that went right off his mask, and it kicks away. No advance, though. With the winning run on at first. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Another miss.
Oh, this count runner, not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
Rafael Devers waiting for a turn at the plate. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
2 on, 1 out. And that's Rafael Devers in the box.
It's a good spot to be in. With runners on first and second, you know the pitcher's going to come after you.
Swings through that one.
Last thing he wants to do is nibble, load up the bases, and then walk in the winning run, or throw it to the backstop and bring in that winning run.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. That misses the zone. 0-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Out to center. Navarro settles underneath it. Makes the catch, inning over. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Bird. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Tied at 6. Here's the third baseman, Carlos Correa.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
To the right side. It's in and out of his glove. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
Hard to tell exactly what went wrong right there. That was a fairly routine ground ball, but he just couldn't get it to stick in the glove. Might have taken his eye off it a little early, but regardless, they're going to have to work around that error.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Edwin Rios. Eddie Rosario now at the plate. Right-handed reliever. Fastball almost got him there.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Clase with a move to first. And he's back safely. The 2-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Ooh, Byron. You gotta go and take the donut off the bat, partner.
The pitch. Checks his swing. Now to pull the third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. Jose Miranda will hit next.
Well, pretty good speed over there at first base. I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Runner on the go the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around third. Beatles score, and they take the lead. 7-6.
Well, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now here is Victor Caratini. Here comes a pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Bro, save!
Well, with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
Gonzalez misses. That's his strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
So 2 down now, and here is Emmanuel Rivera. That one the other way. Marte throws the first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 7-6 ball game.
Now
So coming into the game now on defense, Edwin Rios. He's the new third baseman. Alexis Diaz into the game.
Now, Alexis Diaz.
And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez.
The center field.
That's actually looking for get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
And that's outside.
An interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work the run, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
At the belt and fires. With a chase that time. Jose Ramirez. Now deck circle. Now it is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And here it comes. Swings and misses.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. The pitch. Got him. And 1 away. Ketel Marte, the next to hit.
The batter.
Looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
fouled off. And a pitch. In there, sets him down on strikes. Now only one out remaining.
Big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Caught and missed. Oh, save! That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
This could end it. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
All this team needs is one more win, but when you're playing in the postseason, it's not just a win of a game, it's a win of an inning. It's a win of an at-bat, it's a win of a pitch count, and that's what they're going to need to do in the next game to take the series.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shelby. Talk to you soon.
And our final line score. First.